There, it's Cindy Ray. Today we're working on the word sustain. It's day 13 of my devotional, Finding Your Creative Bones, a 365-day devotional based on the Bible and taking 9 months to read and write the devotional. Today we're going to pick up with the piece of paper, watercolor paper, that I had initially started with yesterday. I had put two of these pieces of paper tiles, I call them, together, and the green came off. And then after I was done on camera, I was looking at it and I thought, why don't I take some of the Chinese blue watercolor paint that I was using because I still had it left over in my bowl. And why don't I go ahead and put the rest of the background in, and it mixed with the green a little bit. Really nice look. I enjoy it a lot. So this was just taking that green and the Chinese blue watercolor and putting them together and moving forward. Today, we're going to letter the word sustain. And sustain can have a lot of meanings to us. We sustain our families with our income and with the groceries we buy, with ensuring that our children become educated so that then they can hopefully sustain lives that they want to have, doing what they want to do, or at least having the education and fitness, health to do that. It's up to them what they do at that point. But also, there's another aspect of sustaining that I think about in relationship to Jesus and thinking about what we're called to do by God with one another. You've seen probably a lot of movements, a kindness movement, and just let's offer love to our neighbors and let's be kinder people. Let's help people. Let's volunteer, donate your time, donate your extra goods, donate funds. All of these are means of sustaining our faith in many ways. One of the keys to sustaining our faith is kindness. We're called by God to offer kindness to those around us and to people in the world who are less fortunate in many different ways. Today's devotional focuses on the goodness of God and how we should return that goodness to others. It's an important thought, and it's something that I try to do. These videos are actually part of that. The devotional was part of that. I have the hope that someone's life or many people's lives will be touched and changed as a result of the devotional. And perhaps some folks will be changed through these videos. And then, if nothing else, I offer people opportunities to think about things perhaps that they just don't take the time to do. And that's good enough for me. God knows what he wants to do with this. I'm doing this for him and to really demonstrate the fact that I love him and that I want to offer my service to him. And my service, at least partly, is offering this kindness to others because I don't think any of us would just sit around and make videos and take the time to do it and everything if we didn't have a reason to do it. For me, financially, obviously, there's nothing coming into this at this point related to this, but I think it is just a kindness I can offer, hoping for good to come of it in some fashion. So, anyway, the word today is sustain. And because I've already done the background, this will be a very short video, but I invite you while you're watching me letter it to think about what is it in your life that you would like to sustain that perhaps would help your relationship with God, help you display kindness to others. Well, what could you do if you're not already doing a lot of things? And I bet you are. I truly assume the best of everybody and hope that we're all doing what we can. But maybe there's some more we can do. I know I always try to think about that. And I pretty much always come up with, yeah, you could do this or you could do that. And I try to figure out how I can get that done too. All right, so let's do an S. I'm using one of the pens that I reviewed the other day in the Dazo supply list. This pen is the Quick Dry brush pen medium. Today I decided I would just try to add some flourish to the letters. Sustain. What does it mean to you to sustain your relationship with God and to build kindness and goodness into your life so that you're representing God to others? Just as the disciples, the apostles had to do, we have to think about what are we showing others. It's important because they learn from us and we serve as their role model in many cases. That's a weird you, but okay. Do this with the eye. Like I said, I'm just adding some flourishes today. Sustain. This is the Tango Pratom, which is spelled Printemp. And I'm assuming that it's based off of a French word. And I apologize if I've mispronounced it, but I think that's what I've heard the Zintingo folks call it. I feel very confident in that, actually. I don't know why I said I think, but it's a simple little tangle that looks a lot like a cinnamon roll. When you close it the way I've been doing here, you don't, or the beginning of a snail shell. It's a fun thing. I like to fill in the little gaps with the black, just so they're no gaps. This is not normally the kind of pen I would use to do this because very thick tipped what I started with, so it's what I'll finish with. I don't like to put an even number of anything. This is 7, so that works, although I think there should be another here. Burn off the page. Put another one right here. There we go. These little centerpieces a little thicker. They look a little bit like a piece of fescue, and which is another tangle. I do love my tangles. If y'all have any interest in finding out about tangles or seeing how to draw some tangles, I have over 1,000 Pinterest pens that are a variety of different step outs for tangles in my Finding Your Creative Bones Pinterest site. So check those out if you want to and play with some of them. I hope you enjoy them. I've just recently started creating this particular board with the tangles, but it's something I wanted to do for a long time, and I just finally started doing it, and I think it's pretty great in the sense that it's all kinds of tangles, so you can just page through it and see what you might enjoy tangling. Alright, so I'm gonna leave that like that, and then I'm gonna grab my white pastel pencil, and I'm gonna see about adding some white pastel to this. Variety of places. We just change the color just a little bit. Which is fun. So there's that. And then I'm going to grab more graphite. And I'm going to do just a little bit of shading within the tangle. What I want to do is show where I'm going under another praton. I see a couple spots I can color here. Let's see. So that's that. And then this one goes underneath. And tortilla, which a few right here. So now I'm just going to smudge those a little bit to make it look like there's a shadow where they go underneath another one. I think that's it for today. Think about the goodness of God and how might you be able to share it with others in a way that makes you feel wonderful and that serves the people of God. I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you.